Chioma was the new girl at Starlight Academy, a prestigious school known for its rich and influential students. She was not only beautiful, but also extremely tall, standing head and shoulders above most of her classmates. Chioma had an elegant and poised demeanor, and her rich, friendly vibe made her the center of attention from the moment she stepped into the school. From the very first day, everyone wanted to be her friend. Gina, Ngozi, Uche, Liam, Kate, Precious, and almost every undergraduate at the school flocked around her, eager to be part of her inner circle. Chioma enjoyed the attention and was happy to make new friends. Little did she know that some of these so-called friends were wolves in sheep's clothing. Chioma's days were filled with laughter and camaraderie, but underneath the surface, jealousy and resentment brewed. Her supposed friends admired her wealth and elegance, but they also secretly envied her. They called her skeleton behind her back, mocking her tall and slim figure. One day, after a particularly exhausting lecture, Chioma decided to take a shortcut through a quiet corridor. As she walked, she overheard Gina and Ngozi whispering and giggling. Curiosity piqued, Chioma slowed her pace to listen. Have you seen how Chioma looks? So tall and skinny, like a skeleton. Gina snickered. Yeah. And she thinks she can just waltz in here and be the queen bee because she's rich. Ngozi added with a sneer. Chioma's heart sank. She had always been self-conscious about her height and slender frame, and hearing her so-called friends mock her was a crushing blow. She quickly walked away, tears streaming down her face. Chioma rushed back to her dorm room, her mind swirling with hurt and confusion. She threw herself onto her bed and cried, feeling more alone than ever. It was then that Gucci, the only girl who had been genuinely kind to her, walked in. Gucci was often pushed aside by the other girls, who deemed her unworthy of their elite circle, but Chioma had always felt a genuine connection with her. Chioma, what's wrong? Gucci asked, sitting down beside her friend and gently patting her back. Through sobs, Chioma recounted the hurtful conversation she had overheard. Gucci listened intently, her face growing serious. I'm so sorry you had to hear that, Gucci said softly. But you don't need friends like them. You deserve friends who like you for who you are, not for your money. Chioma nodded, wiping her tears. But how do I find out who my real friends are? Gucci thought for a moment, before a mischievous smile spread across her face. I have an idea, she said. What if we plan something to reveal their true colors? Chioma looked intrigued but hesitant. What do you have in mind? Gucci leaned in and explained her plan. We could stage an incident where someone accuses you of borrowing their things and not returning them. If your so-called friends stand by you, then you'll know they're true friends. If they don't, then you'll know they're just using you. At first, Chioma was reluctant. I don't know, Gucci. It sounds risky. I know, Gucci admitted, but think about it. This is the only way to see who your real friends are. You need people who genuinely care about you. Chioma thought about it for a few days. During that time, her friends continued to ask her for money, items, and even her clothes. She began to see that Gucci was right. Finally, she agreed to the plan. The plan was set in motion. Gucci contacted a girl she knew from outside the school, someone with an exotic look and a flair for drama. They rehearsed the scene, making sure every detail was perfect. On the day of the plan, Chioma felt nervous, but determined. She dressed in some of her favorite clothes and accessories, items that her so-called friends often admired and borrowed. She walked down the school corridor, her heart pounding in her chest. Suddenly, a sleek car pulled up outside the school. A girl with striking features stepped out, flanked by bodyguards. She stormed into the school and made a beeline for Kiyoma, her eyes blazing with anger. "There you are, Kiyoma!" the girl shouted, loud enough for everyone to hear. "How dare you borrow my things and not return them? Give them back right now!" Kiyoma's eyes widened in feigned surprise. "What are you talking about?" The girl grabbed Kiyoma's wrist and began pulling off her shoes, her bag, and even her hair accessories. "Don't play dumb. These are all my things. You borrowed them from me to look rich and fit in here." Students gathered around, whispering and pointing. Kiyoma's friends, including Gina, Ngozi, and the others, stood nearby, watching the scene unfold. As the strange girl continued to berate Kiyoma, tears welled up in Kiyoma's eyes. I'm sorry," she stammered, playing her part. "I just wanted to fit in." The girl's voice rose. "Borrowing my things and pretending they're yours. That's low, Kiyoma." The crowd murmured in shock, but Kiyoma's friends remained silent. None of them stepped forward to defend her. Instead, they looked embarrassed and quickly distanced themselves from the scene. Gucci watched from the sidelines, her heart aching for her friend, but knowing this was necessary. She saw the disappointment in Kiyoma's eyes as her so-called friends turned their backs on her. After the dramatic confrontation, Kiyoma ran to her dorm room, sobbing uncontrollably. Gucci followed her and gently closed the door behind them. "Kiyoma, I'm so sorry," Gucci said, "but now you know who your real friends are." Kiyoma wiped her tears and nodded. "You're right, Gucci. Thank you for helping me see the truth." From that day on, Kiyoma and Gucci became inseparable. Their friendship remained strong. They supported each other through the challenges of university life and celebrated each other's successes. One summer, Kiyoma, Chinedu, and Gucci decided to reunite at Gucci's mansion. They were excited to catch up and share their experiences. As they gathered in the garden, they laughed and reminisced about their school days. They talked about their university adventures and the new friends they had made. "It's so good to be together again," Kiyoma said, smiling. Chinedu nodded. "I've missed you guys." Gucci hugged them both. "We may be apart, but we'll always be best friends." As they sat under the stars, Kiyoma, Chinedu, and Gucci realized how far they had come. They had faced many challenges, but their friendship had helped them through it all. They knew that no matter where life took them, they would always have each other. Their bond was unbreakable, and their future was bright. Kiyoma looked at her friends and smiled. "We've been through so much together. I can't wait to see what the future holds for us." Chinedu grinned. "Whatever it is, we'll face it together." Gucci nodded. "Always." The moral of the story is that true friendship transcends material wealth and social status. Genuine relationships are built on trust, understanding, and mutual support, not on superficial attributes like money or appearances. Kiyoma, Chinedu, and Gucci demonstrate that real friends accept each other for who they are, help each other through challenges, and celebrate each other's successes. The story also highlights the importance of authenticity and the courage to be oneself, as Gucci's journey shows that hiding behind a facade can lead to loneliness, while being true to oneself attracts genuine and lasting friendships. Please subscribe, share, like, and put on your notification bell. Tell us what you think about the story. Bye, see you in the next video.